What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about using fish fertilizers in your vegetable garden. You're not going to want to miss this one. So before we jump in, it would truly mean the world to us if you would hit that like button. It does wonders for the channel. Now back to the fish food. Now, one of the reasons I really like using fish fertilizers is because they are a type of water-soluble fertilizer, which means once you mix these up in water and pour them on your plant, the roots absorb it almost instantly. I've talked about using other fertilizers like blood meal or other forms of compost, and they're great too, but they're an insoluble fertilizer and they usually take 1 to 2 weeks to break down. Now, this is not a knock on these type of fertilizers. I think for best results, you should be using both. Now, on most fertilizers, you're going to find the NPK content, and that is the 3 numbers represented on the labels. Now, this Neptune's Organic Harvest fish fertilizer is a type of hydroxylate fertilizer, which we're going to get into the differences between that and a fish emulsion later on in the video. But it contains a 2, 4, and 0.5 ratio, and this is the percentage of nitrogen, which is the first number that promotes foliage or top growth. The second number is 4, which is your phosphorus, which is going to promote root growth, and the 0.5 is the percentage of potassium, and that's what really regulates the water, nutrient, and carbohydrate content in the plant tissue. Okay, so what are the differences between a fish emulsion and a fish fertilizer? First off, they both work great. They're both fertilizers that get the job done. The main differences are in the manufacturing process. So the way in which most companies manufacture fish emulsion is they take the fish and they boil it or cook it under high heat, and then they remove all the beneficial oils. In contrast, a hydrolysate fertilizer is 100% liquefied fish. That's right, there are no oils or proteins removed. The fish go through a natural cold-pressed liquefaction process, and then after that the liquid is screened and then bottled up and it's ready for sale. Now, I'm not here to argue in this video which is better, but I do know that a lot of gardeners prefer the hydroxylate process because they argue during the heating process of an emulsion fertilizer, many of the oils and proteins are lost. I do like the idea of a cold pressed process, so today I'm going to be using Neptune's Harvest hydrolyzed fish fertilizer. I really like this brand a lot because they stress the fact that they use a lot of different species of North Atlantic fish as opposed to just one species. Using several species of fish will give you a much better analysis profile. You'll have a full range of nutrients, vitamins, enzymes, and growth hormones. If you'd like to try this stuff out for yourself, I will have an Amazon link down in the description that'll take you right to the product listing. Now let me go ahead and show you what this stuff looks like. It's got like a light brown, thick texture to it. The ratio is 2 tablespoons per gallon. This is a 2-gallon watering can, so I'm going to add a couple more, or a few more rather, tablespoons. And you would think that this stuff smells really bad. Another good thing about the Neptune's brand, I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't have that bad of an odor. Gotta wait for that hose to cool off. It's like molten lava coming out of this hose right now. And now I'm pretty much just gonna pour this on every vegetable I got. Watermelons, cantaloupes, peppers, squash, zucchini, okra, tomatoes, you name it. Pretty much used the whole 2 gallons on these 8 tomato plants, so I've got more to mix. Don't worry too much about burning your plants. As long as you got this mixed right, just give them a good soaking and don't worry about over fertilizing. And in about 2 to 3 weeks, I'll give it to them again. All right guys, there you go, an organic way to fertilize your vegetable garden while resting assured that your plants are getting all the nutrients that they need. If you like this video, would you consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell? That way you'll get future updates about every time we release videos like this. Until next time, become a plant person.